Hi.
Sarfaraz?
Yeah,
Sarfaraz?
yeah. It's really that you pronounced my name very well. I think it's you, the
Oh,
first person who pronounced my name very well. Well, my name is
oh,
Sarfraz Khan.
well, okay. And where are you from?
I'm from India.
India. Okay.
Yes.
And what city?
There is a state. It's named Jharkhand, and I'm from one of the districts that's named Bokaro Steel City, which is famous for coal
Hmm.
mines, which is famous for natural resources.
Okay. And what do you do for a living?
I just teach. I just have a class. I just teach. I just teach English to my students. That
Okay,
means
cool. You're an
I teach
English
students.
teacher. An English teacher on Cambly. Hmm.
Oh no, no. I'm teaching English to my students in Jharkhand State. That's in India. And but
Okay,
I'm really
yep.
focusing on teaching on even on Cambly. But for that, I have to go for IELTS preparation. I have to go for IELTS examination.
Yes. Okay. And I see you have a lesson. Do you want to do a lesson today
Yeah,
or what do you
that's
want to
true.
do?
Yeah, there is a nature and environment.
Okay, nature and environment.
Yeah,
Yes. Let's go. Let's start it.
sure.
Okay. IELTS exam overview, key vocabulary, examiner insights, mock questions, feedback and corrections. And let's start it. Have you ever took the
Yeah, no, no, I haven't attended the test. I have attended preparation, and I think this is my fifth session on Cambly. For this is preparation. I think I have already attended
Okay.
art, then holidays and vacation, and this is nature and environment.
Okay, so you know this part of the IELTS, the IELTS?
Yeah, it's the International English Language Testing System. I think.
Right, but you know about the different parts and how the time frames and
Yes,
what they
yes,
go
it's
through.
for all these things. First of all, that the examiner has a list of. Yeah, I do know all those things.
Okay, I'm going to move along then until we get
Sure,
to the
sure.
good part.
So, could you please tell me your name, sir? If you
Oh, oh, my name is Chris. I'm from New
your name
York,
is, and you're from
but
Europe,
New York, New York.
New York. That's in U.S. states.
Yes, but I live in Brazil now. I've lived in Brazil for 12 years.
I think Brazil is in South Africa. Am I right or wrong?
South America, yeah.
South America. Oh, fine.
Hmm.
Brazil.
Okay, uh, it's very nice. Brazil's very nice. Okay, environment vocabulary. You want to start? Let's go over these words. Adjectives.
Yeah, adjectives. That's font, magnificent, pervasive, grave.
Okay, do you know each one of these words? Their
Yes,
meanings?
yes. I do know all these things. I think that I have a little bit prepared on that. Font.
Okay,
That means what one like you like of something. Like I'm fond of dancing. I'm fond of
yeah.
writing. All these things.
Okay,
Magnificent.
good.
Excellent, marvelous.
Uh-huh.
And pervasive means like which is at present. I think it's unknown. I think that I have studied about it. Like pervasive, which is presently something I forgot. If you please, that I think I could
Uh,
recall that.
pervasive means it's something that happens regularly.
Yeah, that's you're right. It's something that happens regularly. You're
And
right.
grave?
Grave in terms of adjectives, it's bad or serious.
Yes, exactly.
And
Okay, how
in
about
terms of nouns, then it is the place where the corpse is buried deep in the ground.
that's right. And how about nouns? You got all
Noun,
these?
that scenery, that's a particular scene that we can see the mountains, scene, and the scenes are there. And
Yep.
later is a piece of papers, then waste metals that are placed into that are kept into some places. That's what litter.
Kind of
And
like
carbon
garbage.
foot.
Kind of
Yeah,
like
that yeah.
garbage.
In other words, we can say that it's garbage.
Yeah.
You're right. And nice to meet you after a long time. I think that I have been with I have just had a conversation with many community tutors, but I haven't found you, and really that you are a lovely one.
Oh, well, thank you. How about phrases and collocations?
That's, yeah, to get the chance means to receive an opportunity.
Correct. Exactly.
And city person means what? A person who lives in a city but hasn't an experience of having the knowledge of countrysides.
Right. Okay.
And natural environment or attractions or scenery, that means natural attractions which appeal the people or tourists to come down to that particular place. We can say that landforms or like lakes, rivers, waterfalls, gorges, all these things.
Yep.
And if you talk about modern world, that means what? Present time or in modern era, modern times, all this. I think that we can say all these things.
Yes.
And environmental friendly, that means what? Which does not harm to the environment. That means cycling. Cycling is the environmental friendly means of transport. I think it's not means of transport. Cycling is the environmental friendly in terms of transport.
Yep, very good. How about linking words?
Although, I think we can say that although is what? In spite of the fact, in spite of. I think we can say, in other words, we can say that despite of also.
Very good.
And moreover is what? The alternative word of moreover is what? In addition.
Very good. You have a very good knowledge of the English language. Okay. Let's start here. Do you or your family take steps to help the environment?
To you or your family take steps to help the yeah, of course. I even take a lot of steps to clean the environment, to make the environment clean by plantation the tree, by plantation the plants that because that I teach my students. So obviously that I teach my students not only English, the morals also that I teach, that how to clean, how to keep the environment clean, all those things.
Okay. And you want to go ahead and read these good, better?
Sure. Good. Answer the questions in full sentence. Okay, yeah. Yes, we try to recycle as much as we can. Second is what? Better. Yes, we try to recycle, but to be honest, we often forget. Best. Well, to be honest, we don't really do as much as we should. We recycle plastics, glass, and paper, but we can be forgetful about it.
Right. So, for the IELTS exam, you want to try to, the good answer is a very short answer, but the best answer is a little bit longer with more descriptive words, right? More.
You're right. I think that
adverbs.
In my last Cambly session, I think I was instructed, I was even directed the same thing, that you have to speak a little bit long, a little bit detailed, something about that.
Right.
Then only that it can,
But not too long, okay?
And that
if you speak too long, you kind of bore the examiner, and you have more chance to make a mistake, right?
But that must be point to point, isn't it?
Yes, and they're looking for that. As you finish a point or a thought, that you transition to the next one smoothly, and you continue in a good way of linking.
So then, how can we add transition over here while talking?
Well, that's how your grasp of a language, how we know that you're grasping the language, right? The other the other part they look for is, like when you watch me, I change my eyebrows, my expression, I smile, I change the tone of my voice, I change the speed,
obviously.
I change the inclination.
We can say that the hands gesture also is included in this part also.
All of it. When you do that, it shows that you have a very good knowledge of the language, because you know where to pause, you know how to make a point, and you continue on talking without struggling for words. That shows a very good grasp of the language.
Thanks a lot for this one. Really, that it comes as an acknowledgement from your end.
Well, and that's the easy part, really. Most people don't realize it. You think it's hard to do that, but it's really the easy part. In maybe 2 or 3 lessons, you can teach somebody how to change their tonal and inclination to speak. So that's easy.
Yeah, here in our country, I teach my students that how to speak and what are the styles and what are the gestures that you have to follow while talking to the people. All these things I teach. But now that I'm having, I'm having session with you because now I want to learn something from you.
Okay, and the other part is lots of Indian people speak too fast. Okay, but notice you speak faster than I do, and I always tell people to speak slower is better. Slower is more correct, and it's more detailed. If you speak fast,
Okay.
people think that if they speak fast, it means you know the language, but not really. You can
Not like that.
you
It
pronounce
comes naturally.
you pronounce better and you link things better if you have time to think about it.
Yeah, that's it.
So during the
Yeah. If I
test,
keep my
keep it slower, and
sure, sure, sure. I would follow. I would really follow.
I notice it a lot. I don't know why it is. Indians seem to talk faster than most other people.
Is it so?
It's true. It's true.
It's true.
And Arabs.
Okay.
The two groups that talk really fast are Indians and Arabs. Mm-hmm.
Indian sand?
Arabs, the Arabic people like Saudis and Jordanians, they tend to speak really fast. Okay, let's see. Go ahead and read this for me.
Which one? Okay, this one, linking words such as. Okay, I recycle paper and metal, although not plastic bags. Moreover, I recycle glass jars and bottles.
Mm-hmm. Usually, I don't use moreover hardly at all. That's to me that's a old word. Moreover.
Okay, besides moreover, is there any alternate words that if I can use that besides moreover?
I also recycle glass jars and bottles. Instead of
I didn't get you.
Instead of moreover, I also recycle.
Oh, I also.
Mm-hmm.
I also.
And that's
true.
And that's more
because
that's more of what an American would say. We use all those.
Yeah, sure.
But I would say I also.
Yeah, moreover, it seems something standard, something professional.
Yeah, to me it sounds old. It sounds like 100 years ago. Moreover.
Well, excellent.
Okay, go ahead and read these. The present perfect tense is used to talk about something that began in the past and has a connection to the present.
Okay. Okay, so now that you are asking me that from these three sentences, that find out the errors, you are talking about this one?
No, this is just examples of.
These are the examples.
Yeah, these are just examples. Present perfect.
Okay, yeah, present perfect. That means using of have or has, and after that there is the V3 form of verb. I think that will be used.
Yep, it's have.
So I have been in my apartment for 2 years. This is present perfect. Yep. We have been married for 8 years. This is present perfect, but I think that it's in passive.
Well, we have, so it's the same.
No, it's also present perfect. Yeah. I've been working there since 2010. This is not present perfect. I think this is present perfect continuous.
I have. It's still I have.
Yeah, that's true. Still there is a have, but but after that there is a been, and after that there is a V4 form of verb.
Well, it's a verb.
That means that this sentence is of present perfect continuous.
Okay, if you say so. I laugh a lot of times with people with grammar. You probably know English grammar definitions better than
your video is invisible, not visible, sir.
My video is what?
Your video is not visible. I think it is like you're not clear to me.
Oh, okay.
Your video is not clear to me.
Okay.
I think that.
Let me see.
So fine, no problem. So you can go on for the questions.
Okay, I laugh at a lot of times people like you know grammar better than I do.
No, not like that. You are superb in grammar because that's why that you are in Cambly.
Okay, Safaraz. Sorry, it's our time.
Sure.
Our time is over.
First in nature.
Nice to meet you.
Sure, sir.
Okay.
But yeah, there were some questions too.
Oh.
There were some questions. Fine, no problem at all. Thanks a lot for